National Assembly resumes plenary after Christmas and New Year break. Disability bill in Kebbi State receives governor's assent. Plus, Kogi State Assembly passes 5 bills for assent. Good evening and welcome to NTA Parliamentary News. I am Ene Ojonugba. Senate reconvenes plenary with commitment to transform the lives of citizens and shape the destiny of Nigeria without compromise. Happenings within the 30 days of break, in particular, the challenge of security in Nigeria, prompts a resolve by the Senate to invite service chiefs to see how these concerns can urgently be addressed. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
Converging in the Red Chamber for the first time in 2024, the lawmakers exude renewed zeal and vigor to serve. Upon the entrance of the presiding officer, some lawmakers indicated intention to raise points of order over challenge of insecurity in parts of Nigeria, prompting a resolution to continue plenary behind closed door. 2 hours later, Senate announced its decision to invite service chiefs.
Senate notes with sadness the rising spate of killings, kidnappings, banditry, and other criminal activities in the nation. The Senate do observe a minute silence in honor of the departed.
May the souls of all the victims who have departed through ritual killings, kidnappings, banditry, insurgency, and other forms of insecurity in our dear country in the recent past rest in perfect peace. And in our inquisitive session with the security chiefs, which we have agreed should be next week, because it must be as soon as possible, that will also fix a time to discuss the outcome with Mr. President. Because we have a responsibility to collaborate with the executive, contribute our ideas to ensure that our constituents and ourselves, including our children, can sleep with their 2 eyes closed.
President of the Senate, Gatsula Pabio, read communications from President Tinubu seeking confirmation of Oluwole Adama as Executive Director, Gas Fund of the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority. Another confirmation is with regards to the disengagement of Babatunde Irukera as Executive Vice Chairman of Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Agency. 5 bills passed first reading, including bills seeking to amend the Central Bank of Nigeria Act. Senator Pabio, during plenary, urges senators to transcend divides and collaborate with the executive to address the needs of citizens with legislations that would improve the economy, security, healthcare, and ensure social justice. Plenary has been adjourned to Tuesday, February 6, 2024, in view of some off-cycle elections slated this Saturday. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Similarly, the House of Representatives has resumed legislative business for the year with a charge to the service chiefs and security agencies to step up their game in combating insecurity in parts of the country. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas says security sector reforms, review of the Electoral Act 2022 and constitutional alteration process are top priorities for the House this year. National Assembly correspondent Mitari Ikpen has details.
In his opening address, the Speaker highlights growing insecurity as the most daunting among national challenges, stressing that a national security summit is imperative.
The time has come for the President to demand greater performance and accountability from our service chiefs and all security and enforcement agencies. I implore the President not to shy away from making the tough decisions. If necessary, we must not hesitate to enact changes.
Speaker Abbas also highlighted economic and electoral reforms as other key legislative priorities. The House adopted a motion by Representative Akin Rotimi, who fought emotions to canvass for increased security measures in Ekiti State, where 2 monarchs were murdered by gunmen on Monday.
The House further urges the Chief of Army Staff to redeploy
military personnel to the outpost along the Okeaku area to enhance security and forestall a repeat of such acts.
In other resolutions, lawmakers called on oil companies to contain oil spillage causing pollution in southern Ijaw communities.
If not quickly arrested, will cause further damage to the waters and their content, leading to a near annihilation of aquatic lives, which is the only source of livelihood of the Middletown communities and certain Ijaw coastal communities.
As the House adjourns for 1 week to Tuesday, February 6, 2024, lawmakers resolved to pull together in deploying necessary legislative instruments towards solving national challenges. From the National Assembly, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
Earlier, our correspondent John Yaku spoke with Comrade Prince Will Okorie, a public analyst, on the resumption of plenary at the National Assembly. John, it's over to you.
Good evening, Comrade Prince Will Okorie.
Good evening.
You know that the National Assembly has just resumed after the Christmas and New Year break.
Yes.
A lot of things happened during that period. Now that National Assembly has resumed plenary, what are the things you think they should give priority to?
They should give priority to the welfare of Nigerian citizens. Section 14(2)(b) of the 1999 Constitution as amended says that the welfare and security of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Unfortunately, we talk about insecurity. We don't talk about welfare. And two of them go together. Where you have welfare, security will be almost guaranteed. But where welfare is far from being seen, the resultant effect will be some kind of insecurity and misbehavior by citizens, either because they are hungry, or because they've been misled, or because a corrupt system has made them take to behaviors that are not accepted. So my message to the National Assembly, as they've resumed, is that they should critically look at the policies they've made and how they are being implemented. Because Section 88 of the Constitution talks about oversight and investigation to ensure that the laws they made are implemented, to ensure that the monies they appropriated are utilized for the purpose for which they are appropriated. Where such are not done, you cannot have a better society. So my message is that the legislature should, as they have resumed with new energy and vigor, they must have rested. Let them take up the issue of monitoring implementation, oversight function, very seriously.
How would you rate the 10th National Assembly after 6 months of their inauguration?
Most of them came in new, and you don't expect those of them that just came in new that need to learn the process to really perform magic. This is the first budget they are carrying out appropriation function on. So we rate them by the time they start implementing the budget, and we now see how effective implementation will be.
Okay, how would you assess the role of the National Assembly in terms of oversight, particularly in these 2024 appropriations?
That is what I'm saying. I would expect the National Assembly to, above all, take oversight very serious, to ensure that because Nigerians are suffering now. With the dollar rate and the cost of living now, nobody will be willing to lose 1 naira. So whatever is provided to make life better for Nigerians now should be followed to ensure they are utilized for the good of citizens. And that is the only way welfare can come. And that is another way you can provide non-kinetic approach to these security issues. Because where you provide, for instance, how many persons have been employed? When you begin to implement the capital budget, opportunity for jobs will come. Contractors will have jobs to do. They will employ more hands to help them do the jobs. And then people can get busy. Maybe it could help to reduce the idleness and the insecurity that is happening. That is what I have to say.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade Prince Will Okorie.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Moving on, People living with disabilities in Kebbi State will henceforth get improved attention from the Kebbi State government. Correspondent Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa reports that Governor Nasir Idris said this while assenting to People Living with Disability Commission bill in Kebbi State.
The People Living with Disability Commission Bill is one of the executive bills sent to Kebbi State House of Assembly for consideration and passage. Having concluded legislative duty, the members of the Kebbi State House of Assembly submitted the bill to Governor Nasir Idris for assent.
The bill you presented to us for legislative process marks a significant step towards inclusivity and empowerment for our fellow citizens with disabilities.
Governor Idris, while assenting to the bill, assured people living with disability in Kebbi State of his administration's readiness to provide them with necessary needs and continued inclusion in his administration.
People living with disabilities are together with us. We are all brothers and sisters. And I feel that by this administration, I want them also to feel a sense of belonging.
The signing of the bill by the governor, all matters concerning people living with disability in the state are to be directed to the new commission for consideration. In Birnin Kebbi, Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa, NTA News.
We now proceed on a short break, and when we return, more stories from state assemblies. Don't go away.
Are you looking for a short channel to make your business, goods and services go viral? Look no further, as NTA Parliament is your short channel. Take advantage of our wider reach and advertise your products and services on NTA Parliament DSTV channel 370, GoTV channel 126, StarTimes channel 306, and Free TV channel 706. For more inquiries, contact the marketing department, NTA Parliament, NTA Headquarters Area 11 Garki Abuja, or call these numbers 080-383-40464 or 080-770-78055. NTA Parliament, strengthening Nigeria's democracy.
Ondo State House of Assembly recently screened and confirmed Dr. Olaide Adelami as Deputy Governor. He was confirmed at plenary presided over by the Speaker of the House, Olamide Oladiji.
The Deputy Speaker of the House and Vice Chairman House Selection Committee, Abayomi Akinruntan, while submitting the report of the committee, said the nominee was found physically, morally, and mentally fit for the task ahead, recommending the confirmation of his appointment as Deputy Governor. After consideration of the report, the House unanimously confirmed the nomination of the Deputy Governor designate.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay.
In his response, Dr. Adelami appreciated the governor, promising not to betray the trust reposed in him.
I must prove myself. People have been saying I have rich credentials, and but I know with the support of the good people of Ondo State, I'm going to prove myself, and with the help of God too.
Dr. Adelami, who hails from our local government area of the state, was the former deputy clerk of the National Assembly. In Akure, Ahmed Abdulkarim, NTA News.
Rivers State House of Assembly voted to override Governor Siminalayi Fubara for declining assent to 4 controversial bills bordering on financial autonomy for the Assembly, use of state government property and control of local government councils. Nkiru Onyejishi reports that the House invoked its veto power during plenary in Port Harcourt.
The frosty relationship between the executive and the legislature in Rivers State continues despite the intervention of President Bola Tinubu. The governor's decision does not come as a surprise, given the provisions of the new laws passed by the lawmakers. Firstly, the Rivers State Funds and Management and Financial Autonomy Law 2023 provides for financial autonomy to the House of Assembly. The second is the Rivers State Local Government Amendment Law 2023, which is intended to strip the governor of his power to dissolve elected local government councils to replace with caretaker committees. The governor's response was that legislative intervention was unnecessary and ill-timed. These reasons were in turn rejected by the lawmakers.
Going forward, Nigerians will know that the Rivers State House of Assembly is not a rubber stamp House of Assembly. The Rivers State House of Assembly is an assembly that will continue to stand by the people of Rivers State who gave us their mandates. So we will strengthen all democratic institutions.
Governor Fubara had also withheld assent to the Traditional Rulers Law 2024, which is an amendment to reduce his power to recognize or de-recognize traditional rulers, amongst others. Another was the Rivers State Advertisement and Use of State-Owned Property Prohibition Repeal Law 2024, which seeks to open up access to government space for public use. The lawmakers relied on Section 100, subsection 3 and 5 of the 1999 Constitution to override the governor's decision to not sign the bills into law.
My question here, Mr. Speaker, do we have two-thirds majority as to override this section? So if we have, we are good to go.
Mr. Speaker, subsection 100, subsection 5 is clear and it reads, where the governor withholds assent and bill is again passed by the House of Assembly by two-thirds majority, the bill shall become law and the assent of the governor shall not be required.
This is the first time since the advent of democracy in 1999 in Rivers State that a House of Assembly would override the governor to enact a law. In Port Harcourt, Nkiru Onyejisi, NTA News.
The Kogi State House of Assembly, in a session chaired by Deputy Speaker Comfort Onchiola Egwaba, has passed 5 bills for the state governor's assent. Correspondent Ajibola Christopher reports.
The bills, considered clause by clause, include legislation on retirement of judiciary staff, the repeal and reenactment of the Customary Court of Appeal law, the establishment of Kogi State Meat Hygiene and Inspection, the creation of Kogi State Social Investment Program Agency, and the establishment of the Kogi State Secondary Board. Chaired by the Committee of the Whole, Deputy Speaker Comfort Onuchala provided progress report on the bills, which are expected to be signed into law by the state governor.
Clauses 91, 92, 93, 95, 6 to 103, 104, 105, and 106 were all approved as amended to form part of the deal. Is this a true reflection of what transpired at the Committee of the Whole? Honorable colleagues, these bills are hereby passed into law.
Additionally, a bill for the establishment of Kogi State College of Agriculture, Ochaja, Egume, and related purposes has passed through the second reading. During the floor debate, former Deputy Speaker Enema Paul emphasized the potential of the college to enhance agricultural output in the state.
Notwithstanding the objectives of the college as provided in this bill, the college, when established, will not only serve as a fertile ground that will build the required intellectual capacity needed to enhance agricultural output in the state, it will also provide the agricultural sector with the required manpower needed to build a self-reliant economy in the state. such as food in particular. Also, this bill, when passed into law, will not only provide employment opportunities in the state, this college, when established, will, among other things, offer courses that will lead to award of national and higher national diploma certificates, offer professional courses that will qualify candidates, agricultural extension workers, science and engineering technicians, conduct research work on various areas of agriculture, science and engineering technology, organize courses of in-service instruction, and provide training and development of agricultural production and technical skills.
From the State House of Assembly, Ajibola Christopher, NTA News.
Kano State House of Assembly on Monday resumed plenary after 6 weeks break with a request seeking the establishment of a state disease control center. Samira Hamishushira reports on these and other engagements of the Assembly.
The COVID-19 outbreak a couple of years ago served as an eye-opener for government at all levels to provide proactive measures and increase budgetary allocation for the health sector, which will help in providing response to epidemics through prevention and control of public health diseases. These, among other things, was the rationale for the proposed Kano Center for Disease Control.
In order to promptly address the prevailing increase of the disease outbreak for urgent intervention, response in line with the global best practice. Consequently, and in view of the above, I am pleased to forward the draft bill of the Kano Center for Disease Control, KNCDC, for the consideration by the Honorable House, copy attached for guidance.
In another development, the House has also found eligible and qualified Professor Lawan Salomon Fashi for appointment as Chairman of State Independent Electoral Commission. The House will resume plenary on Tuesday, the 30th of January 2024. From the Kano State House of Assembly, Samira Hamishushira, NTA News.
The Cross River State House of Assembly is calling for the construction of major roads in Akankpa local government area to fast-track growth and development. Uduak Etim reports that the House reached the resolution after considering a motion raised by a member representing Akankpa 1 state constituency, calling on the state government to commence palliative work pending full construction of access roads in the area.
Akankpa local government area, Cross River State, is endowed with abundant solid minerals contributing to the growth of mining industry in Nigeria. It is also known for its agricultural produce, as some farmers are into gari processing and planting of other cash crops, but always encounter challenges in transporting their farm produce to the markets for sale due to lack of access road.
We are expecting good things. We expect governments to give us good roads, give us water, give us electricity, and then to develop this our community more than what we are expecting now.
We are lacking good roads. We don't have roads. Even when our women, our people have good products from their farm, we don't have good roads to sell. We don't have good markets.
The plight of the people, especially on roads linking Ojo, Ifumpa, Ikoiperem, Ikoisai, Old and New Ekuri, Uwet, Akwaibami, and Budeng villages attracted the attention of the Cross River State House of Assembly through member representing Akankpa 1 state constituency, Okon Owuna, who raised a motion calling for the construction of these roads.
The lack of reliable road networks has significantly restricted access to markets, impeding the sales of agricultural produce, and consequently hampering the overall agricultural activities and development of this community. I here present a motion calling on the Cross River State government to construct roads network linking Ojo, Ifumpa, Iko, Eperem, Iko Esai in Akankpa 1 state constituency for the enhancement of socio-economic development.
The House deliberated on the motion as other members supported the resolution reached that the Cross River State government, as a matter of public interest, commence construction of good road network or palliative work be done on these roads before rainy season.
Most of the timber
considered very important. So I'm going to lend my support that there will be the need for the state governments to give attention to this aspect in regards to the motion that is moved by my colleague.
Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, Elbert Ayambem, noted that the recommendations have become the resolutions of the House.
And I know that for state government to swing into action, it means as a House, and as we have spoken all here brilliantly, we will need to come up with the construction of this road in the supplementary budget. I will encourage that, and I will totally stand by you in this prayer that state government should, as a matter of urgency, do something regarding the road linking to these underlisted communities.
It is believed that the road, after construction, will enhance socio-economic development of the area. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
That's it on Parliamentary News. Thank you for watching. I am Ene Ojonuba. Have a good evening.